You know, I went to one of his lectures earlier this year, right?
Oh, really? At your school?
Mm-hmm.
He says his hair doesn't look good, and I said he looks like Professor West because he's about to unload knowledge. Okay, so we'll start from the beginning.
So why do you think that somebody who could afford a $400,000 car in cash would finance a car? You know, not buy all of it, even if it comes with interest. Well, we have to go a bit further back to address the question. Like everything else that you can buy, labor is a resource. Most people, for most people, the only resource they have up to offer for other people is their time. Employers, they don't give you money, and you don't lose nothing when you go to work. You sell your time to them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, to answer the question, why somebody who could afford to buy a $400,000 car would finance
Mm-hmm.
is because they have a resource that most people don't have, which comes with an ability that most people could only dream about. The ability to buy money, right?
Elaborate.
When I say buying money, rather than just having their car, rather than just having all of that money being put into something that depreciates in value over time, like a car, they can use that money to invest in businesses, buy shares, all sorts of things that would bring them money, because money is another resource that people have, well, that people want. And when you have lots of money, the more money you have, the more money you can make. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
The reason why your average person would love to get as big of a down payment as possible on the next automobile or piece of real estate they purchase is because all their money is to them are products that they need to buy. There's nothing to grow from having a ton of money on them.
For the middle class, the average person, so
for the average person, there's very little they can do to grow, especially not in a short amount of time, even with the money that they have, even if it far exceeds the cost of their living.
Mm-hmm.
So they can't necessarily buy money. It's of no value to them to have to invest. To have debt and to invest their money, which means that.
I mean, basically what you're saying is that if they were to invest, they wouldn't see as much return as if they were rich, right? Is that what you're saying?
They don't have the kind of money for investment, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
So it's almost not worth all the time that it takes to get the little bit of cash it would return. So they're better off just not having debt.
That's why they put so high down payment. That was good piece of analysis. Told you he was about to unload some knowledge. Can you summarize it again? So if you're rich, you're more likely to invest because the higher the return.
When you're rich, financing itself can be an financing can be an investment because it allows you to use your money in ways that would allow you to create money, to accrue wealth in ways most people couldn't. Correct?
Yeah.
In the world we live in, the more money you have, the more money you can get. The only measure of what a resource is worth is how much people want it. It has nothing to do with the amount of work that goes into it.
That is true.
And when you have, and money itself, it's not going out of style for a very long time.
Anyway, okay, thank you.